Well, hello everyone and welcome back to Before the Four. It is digital host A.J. Wuest here on this fine Thursday. First off, I want to start out by saying I hope everyone is doing okay after that scary storm that swept through the Tennessee Valley just last night. Now, the NWS just confirmed that 3 tornadoes touched down here in North Alabama, so certainly a scary night for many here in the Tennessee Valley. I do want to start off things by shouting out our 48 First Alert weather team. Last night they absolutely killed it. Yeah, it was certainly a scary night. They worked long hours and they absolutely killed it. So as storms swept across the state, especially if you're living out in the Sand Mountain region, certainly DeKalb County, Jackson County, and some of even Limestone County got some of the weather last night. So definitely a scary night. One man in Henniger told us at WAFF that he sought shelter in his chimney. He declined to go on camera, but that just shows how dangerous it was out there in Jackson County last night. But if you are new to Before the Four, like you don't know what this is just a live stream. Before our 4 o'clock newscast, I go on and talk about some of WAFF's top stories in the day. And if you are returning to Before the Four, I just want to thank you so much for sticking around with me. And, feel free to comment. This is a very interactive live stream, and I see your comments if you do comment right here. So, yeah, don't hesitate to comment. But I want to start things out here. We asked you all at home to send in some photos from last night's storm. So we are going to pull up our WAFF photo gallery from you guys. So let's do that right now. So here are some of the photos. And if you can access all these photos here, just go to waff.com. This is our story, Photos and Videos Capture the Extent of the Storm Damage Across the Tennessee Valley. Now here at the bottom are some photos that you all at home sent in. This was a pretty large size hail right there in Flat Rock, Alabama. Definitely some scary stuff. You definitely want to be inside when that is falling down, because that's what happens. That's what it can do to your car. The damage after a hail hit a car in Flat Rock, Alabama last night. Wow. There's an advertisement. And there's some more photos. Wow, that is a big size hole. That is also in Flat Rock just last night. Wow, look at this image that someone sent in. This is a photo of a possible tornado in Athens. I like the word possible there because there is no denying that is a tornado. So yeah, I don't know about the word possible there, but that was Jackson Rollins. Thank you for sending that in. Here's an aerial photo of a possible tornado in Prospect, Tennessee. And yeah, I would say that is definitely a tornado right there out in Prospect. Possible tornado in, excuse me if I don't know how to pronounce the name of this town, but I am going to try it and comment if I'm wrong. Brigadoon area. Yeah, that does not look too good. Another advertisement. Wow, look at this picture right here. This is out in Gurley. Photos of houses after the severe weather. Wow, that is certainly a lot of damage. Houses with severe weather hit in Gurley. Wow, look at that. Also out in Gurley. Houses. Wow. Certainly a lot of damage there. And 48 reporters Matthew King and Aria Pons, they will both be covering the efforts to clean up from last night's storm damage. There was quite a bit of storm damage. Limestone County, that's where Aria Pons will be. Matthew will be here in Huntsville. And then of course, there is a lot of storm damage out there in the Sand Mountain region. So we will keep you up to date with all the efforts of cleaning up after this storm damage. And also at 4:30 today, we will be taking you live here on Facebook Live to a press conference. It will be streamed for you all. And this press conference is just on the cleanup efforts here in Huntsville, so stay tuned for that coming up in about half an hour. So a little bit over half an hour because this is still before the 4, but definitely stay tuned for that. A couple news stories for you all, and let me pull them up. So not that one. That is our website, but this is what I want to pull up for you all. Bear with me 1 second. Here we are, right here. So, big story here. Out in Morgan County, 18 were arrested following an ongoing fraud investigation that totaled over $2 million in losses in Morgan County. Now, authorities said through ATM withdrawals, in-store and online purchases, and using Cash App, the total amount lost due to transfer fraud totaled up to $2 million, and that is certainly a lot of money there. Now, 16 were charged with theft of property in the first degree. Bonds for those suspects are set at $5,000, and 2 were charged with theft of property in the second degree. Their bonds are set at half that, at $2,500. Now, stay up to date with the latest on this story coming up in just a little bit. Now, another story, and let me pull up the photo for you all here. Right there. Now, this man, he was arrested in connection to a gas station shooting out in Madison. Now, this shooting occurred at the Twice Daily out on Graphics Drive back on May 3rd. Now, his name is Clarence Edward Turner. He was arrested Wednesday and was booked into the Madison County Jail on a $3,000 bond. Now, those are 2 of the top stories that we will be talking about today. But I did a little bit of my own today. I got to interview a few awesome people. One of them being Sheriff Ron Puckett. He is the Morgan County Sheriff out there, and he will be, he talked to me earlier today about the law enforcement torch run for Special Olympics. Now, this is going on at the Morgan County Sheriff's Office tomorrow at 9:30, and everyone is free to participate. It is a law enforcement run, but it's open for everyone. You can purchase t-shirts there, and proceeds for the torch run goes directly to the Special Olympics. And I am going to play a little bit of that interview for you all because he was a great guy. It is digital host A.J. Wuest here with Sheriff Ron Puckett. Ron Puckett works at the Morgan County Sheriff's Office, and tomorrow there is a big event at the Morgan County Sheriff's Office, the Law Enforcement Torch Run for the Special Olympics. It starts tomorrow at 9:30. But Sheriff, thank you so much for joining in with me.
My
today.
pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Yes, sir. So are you ready for this run?
Oh yeah, we're good. We're ready.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. And can you talk just a little bit about this annual run and how it benefits the Special Olympics?
So this is a yearly event that happens this time about every year where law enforcement in the state of Alabama gathers together to support the Special Olympics. So there's different legs. We're part of the North Alabama leg. The North Alabama leg begins in the morning here in Huntsville, and then they will go to Athens, and then they'll come to Decatur. So it's law enforcement gathering together to bring awareness to the Special Olympics.
Absolutely. And the run, it will be dedicated to Chief Ed Taylor, who sadly passed away a week ago. And Chief Taylor, I understand, was a huge advocate for the torch run.
Yes.
What was your experience like with Chief Taylor?
So Chief Taylor, many years ago, as an officer within the Decatur Police Department, brought most of Morgan County's attention to the Special Olympics and the torch run. His son is a special needs adult child now, but he has been involved in the Olympics. And Chief Taylor brought the Olympics to North Alabama, at least the torch run, many years ago. And he was really involved with Special Olympics, and because of his involvement, wanted law enforcement, because it was a national trend. The law enforcement torch run was a national trend. So he brought that to North Alabama, and because of that involvement, all Morgan County law enforcement now is involved with the torch run. And we've done this for many, many years probably, I'm not sure how many years, but for many, many years we have done the torch run because of Chief Taylor's involvement with Special Olympics.
Of course, that was Sheriff Ron Puckett there. Super great guy, and I think he is ready to run. He's been training. No, I'm just kidding. He hasn't been training. But I think he's ready for it. It should be a good time. So come on out and support the Law Enforcement Torch Run. Proceeds go directly to Special Olympics, Alabama. So, yeah, it's a run for a great cause. But that was a super awesome interview I did today. Now, you know, I'm a little disappointed because I am not seeing a single comment right now in Facebook, and, you know, that kind of makes me sad. But, you know, it's all good. Now, if we have any moms watching right now, please comment because your special day is coming up in just a few short days. That's right, Mother's Day is coming up on Sunday. And today I got to talk to the Rocket City mom. Of course, here in Rocket City, we all have a mom, and that is the Rocket City mom. Today I talked with owner and chief operations officer. Her name is Lindsay Barron of the Rocket City mom. And let's watch a little bit of that interview on things you can do here in the Tennessee Valley on Mother's Day, as Mother's Day is coming up. So let's take a listen. Speaking of holidays, we all know Mother's Day is coming up this Sunday. And with you all being the Rocket City mom, what are some good Mother's Day ideas of things to do here in North Alabama, whether it be restaurants, places to go, etc.?
I will say this. We put out a post 2 weeks ago that said, hey, moms, what do you really want for Mother's Day? And we got some very sincere posts that they wanted to spend time with their families or their children or their loved ones, or they missed those loved ones that are gone. And then we got some really funny, truthful posts that said they did not want to do laundry. They did not want to have to plan their day out. Many of them wanted a very quiet day with a massage or a bubble bath. But for the most part, they wanted to be able to do something that, one, they didn't have to plan, and then also, two, that they could do with their families. And so North Alabama has a ton of opportunities to do that. They have a lot of opportunities. Hopefully the weather this weekend does not look like it did last night, and you can get outside. Huntsville Botanical Gardens has golden hour tonight and tomorrow night from 5 to 8. That's a great opportunity to get outside and kind of slow the pace down a little bit. And then also they've got glass in flight right now. So they've got 21 glass sculptures of nature's pollinators. And they are massive. They are beautiful. They'll be open through the weekend. So that's a great option to take mom to and do something that's a little bit slower pace, but the kids can also enjoy. North Alabama Railroad Museum is going to take a tour tomorrow. They've got 2 rides through the Chase area. And so that's an opportunity to kind of get on board and sit down and slow down a little bit. But the kids love that option. The parents do as well. We've been on many, many rides through the North Alabama Railroad Museum. Love that. It's a great experience there. And then if you really do love the arts, Fantasy Playhouse is at the Von Braun Center Playhouse this weekend. And they've got Space Monkeys, which is the Adventures of Baker and Abel. And Stephen Tyler Davis is a local writer here in town. And so he wrote that play. They started last night. And they'll put that on all the way through the weekend. There's plenty of opportunities to go and see that and enjoy that with your family. We love to go to family.
Yes, and that was, of course, Lindsay Barron with the Rocket City mom. I am running out of time right now. I think I have 1 more minute. But that interview will be posted probably tomorrow. So stay tuned for that, WAFF.com. We'll post it on our socials. And follow us on socials if you haven't done so already, or download the 48 News app or the First Alert Weather app. Download both. Get those push notifications sent directly to your phone. But that is all the time I have for you all. I hope you have a great rest of your Thursday afternoon, and thank you for spending a little bit of your Thursday with me. And with that said, y'all know the drill. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a great night.